And I found this really creepy story that I want to share with you guys. It's about camping basically. I was basically I was playing a game and it said you hear a cry of help in the back rooms, and I looked up, if you hear a cry of help in the back room, should you go near it? And it brought me to this. So I clicked on it and I was like, excuse me? So that's why I clicked on it. Anyways, here we go. If you ever hear a cry for help at night while camping, ignore it. I love to camp, but after my most recent trip, I don't think it will ever be the same. I set up my tent at. Sorry guys, I messed up. I set up my tent on nice flat ground and collected some wood for a fire. The night came and all its niggity sounds. I have no clue what that word is. So, it's this word right here. Hold on. Right here. So if you guys know what this word is, feel free to tell me, because I have no clue. Anyway, sounds. And I relaxed at the hooting owls and chirping crickets. Even better was the fact that no one else was around. Help! It was subtle. I almost missed it. The voice came from deep within the woods, and for a moment I didn't believe that I was what I was hearing. It sounded female, but oddly enough, I just can't tell. Please help! It continued. I shined my flashlight between the bushes and walked around. To be completely honest, it even as a grown man, I was paralyzed with fear. So did the I did the responsible thing and called the local police. That's when things went from odd to very, very weird. The police told me to ignore it. I explained to them that someone could be injured or and probably needed medical attention, but they assured me otherwise. When I kept pushing and asked why, they told me, "Sir, if you ever hear a voice again, ignore it. Do not respond and do not approach." Well, I did hear it again, but I didn't ignore it. It was almost midnight when I heard the voice a second time. I woke to someone whispering, "Help!" And it sounded like she was just outside my tent. I went out to check and no one was there. But the voice continued from a distance. "Help! Please!" Again, I grabbed my flashlight and looked around the area I was camping. I was too afraid to follow the voice into the woods, especially since the authorities themselves avoided it. But I struggled mentally, trying to decide whether I should go and help this person or listen to the police, who were concerned for my safety. But then I heard another, different voice. The other voice, which also seemed to be coming from the woods, was in a cave. Again, don't know what that word is. Lower. Unlike the first one, which cried for help, this one was loud and demanding. "Quiet!" the other voice demanded. "No one's going to help you." Once I heard that, I was sure someone was in trouble. I called the police again. When I informed them about the second voice coming from the woods, they seemed even more concerned. They told me that I should pack my things and leave the campsite immediately. They said that hearing the second, more manly voice meant that it was getting desperate. They also said that the two voices were coming from the same person. That part was b- bizarre, and confused me, to say the least. It was at this point I dismissed the police in that I dismissed the police in that area was crazy. But I dismissed. The police in that area was crazy, but not before telling them off. I got angry. I told them that if they didn't get down here and come and check it out, then I would do it myself. I said rapidly that a woman could be in serious trouble and that it was their duty to help her, but still they refused to come. All they kept repeating to me over the phone was, "Do not enter the woods, sir." They seemed more afraid than I was. Once I hung up the phone, I heard the voice again, a gentle, "Please, somebody help me." And then a growling, "Quiet, no one's coming." It was a little past midnight at that point. I couldn't live with myself knowing that I had the chance to save someone's life, but instead curled cowered, cowered. So I grabbed some things and ventured into the woods. When I entered the woods, the voices ceased, just like that. No cries, no whispers, and no commands. Even the owls and crickets went away. Nothing but dancing leaves and crackling tree branches. I stopped walking and looked around a full 360 degrees. "Hello? Anyone there? Anyone here?" I called out. Nothing. "I'm here to help," I continued. "Where are you? Are you okay?" Still nothing. I thought of calling the police again, then chuckled to myself. I found it strange, but somewhat comforting that I didn't find anyone out here. Needless, I was still creeped out, so I packed my things and finally left the campsite. I don't know why the police, of all people, were so afraid. Worst case, someone was actually in danger, and we've all failed them. Best case, morons who think saying "help me" in the middle of nowhere is a great idea for a prank. To be honest, when I heard the voices the very first time, I did think it was a joke. When I heard the second time along with the other voice, I became a bit more concerned. And same with the third time I heard it in the woods. But when I heard it the fourth time, a week after I left the campsite, coming from inside my own house, I became very, very concerned. Okay, well, that's the end of the thing. Like the stories. So let's see what the comments are saying. Oh, that's all. Well, honestly, if you had listened to the police, you would continue to live. Instead, you just had to try and be a hero. And now that thing has come for you. He behaved like a list rippets. Do, don't pay a damn bit of attention to them. Go back to the woods and leave it there. Okay, let's see. What are more comments? When everything goes quiet in the forest, there is a big issue. If the local wildlife, from animals to instincts, go quiet, it's time to sprint away. Their sense of danger is far better than ours. This comment's from outrageous_wood_2458. If local wildlife, from animals to instincts, go quiet, it's time to sprint away. Their sense of danger is far better than ours. When I'm walking my dog, if they suddenly change directions and don't want to go a certain way, I do not go that way. Considering our next walkie in the area revealed a small dog in literal pieces. I think we made the right choice. The predator could have been anything, from a coyote to a mean human. So, and this one's from the Lady Nyx Thrilla. So, you're the person in the horror movie who goes to check out the weird noises. Best of luck with that, OP. What does OP stand for? I've heard of a YouTuber, Am I the Jerk, use OP before, but I know it stands for overpowered, but I know there's something else. OP. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so apparently it stands for original poster. Best of luck with that, OP. That one geocriminal comes to mind when the teens hide behind the chainsaws. This reminds me of that one Geico commercial. I love this comment. That one Geico commercial. That one Geico commercial comes to mind when the teens hide behind the chainsaws. I love that one. Honestly, that commercial was really funny. I don't need your experience to tell me to ignore cries for help at night, lol. I am not a first responder. People can save themselves. Wow. Help. Oof. Sucks to be you, buddy. Walks in the opposite direction. I love the comment section of this post. Jeez, they're ruthless. You're not the smartest tool in the shed, huh? Just some advice. Do not go camping alone. If you have to, always make sure there are other campers nearby. I physically cringed when I read that part, Limo. So many people go missing that way. You should have listen, obviously they would know. I think this I think this commenter's talking about the you know, you should have listened to the cops. Nah, that's a skinwalker. Sorry about my laugh, guys. Honestly, I don't know which one's funnier, this one or this one. Nah, that's a skinwalker. Seriously, I don't know which one's funnier. This one or this one. Hold on, I accidentally did it wrong. Or this one. I don't know which one's funnier. Well, you should have listened to the police. There was a reason that they were telling you to ignore that shit. Now, be ready to face the music. Huh? You, my friend, do not have funeral girl energy right now. They followed you, OP. Maybe you should stay in a hospital or a place where you have 24/7 supervision. Stay safe, OP. So, you're one of those people who ask for help / advice, then decide, no? You have to be right and everyone else has to be wrong so you can play hero. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Anyways, guys, that's the end. So, bye.